So it's Assata Israel back with a daily docey dose. Just reflecting on the month of October, it's been a true experience. Like, I even got sick this month and it was crazy. But the message that really sticks out to me the most is good food take time to cook. Like that real soul food, you can't rush it. Because if you rush it, it won't turn out how it's supposed to be. It won't be as fulfilling. So in saying that, your real blessings are worth the wait. You don't have, like, if you rush it, then it won't be fulfilling to you in the way that in which you want it. But if you it's the waiting game. Like when it comes down to the waiting game, it's irritating. Yes, it is. But you gotta find pleasure in the journey. You have to be willing to accept things as they are and control what you can, because you can't control God's blessings for you. And if you do try to control it, then the devil gonna bless you, and it's just that simple. But when it comes down to God's blessings, like, it already laid out for you. It's just clearing the path. God just clearing the path so it can get to you and you can sustain it. Or God is blessing you with the skills and experiences in life so that you can sustain the blessing that is already prepared for you. Like, everything takes time. Everything takes time. All you have is time. You got to be appreciative of what you have and know that what's for you is already yours. It's just waiting on you to get there. Like, I tell myself that often, like, what's mine is mine. It's just waiting on me to come receive it. And it's just that simple. Like, life could be so simple, but we choose to make it hard by stressing over the things that we can't control. Like, stop stressing. Stop putting that burden on yourself. Know that God got you. What's in God's plan for you is in the plans for you. And can't nobody take that away but you. To recap October, going into this new month of November, like, that's definitely a lesson to learn. Like, October went how it went for me, truly. Like, I stepped out my comfort zone, though. I'm proud of myself. Like, in more ways than one, I did so much. And it's like a lesson. Sometimes you have to embarrass yourself in front of a lot of people to see how you are holding yourself back. You got to do that in order to see how you've been blocking your own blessings. Like, man, that's true. That's truly a lesson I learned. Like, I seen who I was, who I am, who I used to be. And I surrendered to my better self. Like, I let her go in the past. Like, when she embarrassed herself standing on that stage, I let her embarrass herself so that I can release her, so that whatever's for me in this present future will be for me, and I'm willing to accept it as it is and not for what I want it to be. Like, I truly learned to accept life and know that Rainy days don't last. But how you make use of those rainy days matter, because it's lessons and blessings in life. Like, you don't necessarily have to succumb to every obstacle that's seeking to keep you in a box. You don't have to be boxed in. You don't have to live that in that illusion. It's your choice to break free. It's your choice to be who you are called to be. It's your choice to stand out. It's your choice. You have a choice. You have a choice to change. You have a choice to be free. But it's up to you to embrace the walls of change or resist it. Just know if you resist it, you're going to be stuck and stagnant into who you don't want to be or who you want to be. Because some people like being stuck and stagnant. But truth be told, you're going to get tired of that. You're going to be tired. You're going to get tired of that stressing. You're going to get tired of that headache. And like Erykah Badu said, like, just let her be who she is. She going to get tired of that, and eventually she going to grow up. And if she don't, hey, you can't force it. She ain't say it just like that, but that's definitely what I got from her message. Like, wise words from Badu. But definitely, like, you can't change a person that don't want to be changed. And if you don't want to change, then hey, that's on you. You can't make someone see things how you do. Only thing you can do is be a guide. And once that person's time expire in your life, then that's just what it is. That's something I'm learning to accept. That's something I am accepting. Everybody have an expiration date in your life, just like you have an expiration date in other people's lives. You can't force yourself. You can't force. Think about this. Think about it like this. When it's time for someone to die, they can't force more time into the hourglass. Once it's broke and all the sand run out, you can't force no more time into it. You could try to repair it, but it'll never be like it once was. Like, you can't stitch up an hourglass. It's glass. And if God, like, and that's the thing. This is so crazy. I had this conversation with somebody. Rest in peace, Dante. Rest in peace, Akeem. But rest in peace to everyone falling, like, for real. But I was having a conversation with one of my brothers, and he said that our brother was gone too soon. And, like, to us, yeah, he was. But I feel like God put us here for a certain purpose. We have work to do. And once we do what we were called to do, then we're on to our next mission. We may not like us that's left behind. We may not like that they were gone. It may take them a while to accept they're gone as well. But just know that when they leave this earth, it's because God has a greater purpose for them, and see that their spirit is needed elsewhere to do more work. Like, it's my understanding on our spirits, because I'm not going to even say spirituality, but our spirit, our journey into spirit, our journey with spirit, our connection with God, like, it's way deeper than what the surface level says it is. Our surface level perception of what life is and what death is. Like, people think that it's heaven or hell. Like, you can be living in heaven just like you can be living in hell. You can be literally trapped in your own hell. Like, think about the Nas song, Heaven. You can literally, like he said, no, that was actually Tupac. He said, you ever seen a crackhead? That's eternal fire. Being stuck in your mind and not able to distinguish between real and between fake and reality, that's eternal hell. If you living in an illusion and you don't even know you living in an illusion, you're trapped in hell. That ain't necessarily a crackhead. That's real people. That's real time people. The living, the surviving, the people that surviving. Think about the DMX song. Oh, music. That's why I love music, because music speaks life. Music tells us what we refuse to tell ourselves. Music, what we refuse to acknowledge, is someone somewhere in a song that speaks life, that speaks words to what we are feeling in our hearts. But it's up to us to listen, unlock the shackles in our mind, and listen to what was being communicated to us. Because at the end of the day, music is a gift from God. It's from source. It comes out of you. It comes from that darkness within and shines out into the light. That's source. That's God coming through you, speaking through you to preach out a message through your own perception. Maybe it's people who understand it the same way you do, but that's the thing. God wants it to be communicated through you, because it's people that can relate to you. That's why we have music. That's why we have these phones, for real. Like, people look at these phones as toxic. It's how you use it. If you're not utilizing this phone and you allowing it to use you, well, then you toxic. You're being controlled. The phone is your ventriloquist and you the dummy. Hey, life happens that way. Ignorance is safer, but it's not bliss. If you make that choice to allow things to control you, well, what happens after that is your fault. You can't sit and blame other people, other things for what you chose to do with your life. Like, and it's just that simple. That's another message for October. I learned to stop letting things control me. That comes with thoughts, emotions, entities. Because that's the thing about life. Like, principalities are at play. When you vibrate low, you allow entities to take over your being and live through you. That's why, like, when days go past, you don't remember certain things, because you were allowing an entity to control you. You're not at fault for that, but once you know better, it's time to do better. And I was just having this conversation with someone yesterday. Like, you have to learn what things feel like in your body, because it's your mind, your body, and your soul. Your mind is the controller of your body, and your soul is the power source. So think of it like a charger. The current in the wall is your soul. The cord is your mind. And then the part that you plug into your phone, that is your body. The cord is the key between the both. So your mind is the key between your body and your soul. So what you think matters. because you allowing things to come. It's like it's a vessel. Your mind is a vessel. You allowing things to come in and out, in and out. So what you hold on to matters because it'll circulate throughout your being. It's levels to this, but I have to meditate on that thought because it finally came out the way in which I understand it. And I want to say it in a way that it can be understood and digested well, because I feel like that was a good way to digest it, but I really want to meditate on that thought because, woo, that blew my mind just saying it. But peace and love.